It's not structural. It doesn't have steel. It doesn't carry shear load. It was never intended to be an outside wall. The facility doesn't need ADA. It lacks fire sprinklers. This will be the last year. We'll have 4 weddings in here and 4 jazz concerts in here that have alcohol, and after that, that is not allowed. Now, if you're a non-alcohol person, that's okay. But if you're wanting to rent this for a wedding, how many people want to go to weddings that have no alcohol? Raise your hands. Okay, there's 2. Okay, I think we speak to that one. Or we all agree that there are some good things that come out of spirits. Installing a new roof over a low barn wasn't practical. It had high cost. Full exterior replacement all the way around the building is required. We will have to rip off the entire outside of the building and replace it. You can put your hand, your fist, your finger through parts of the outside of this building just by leaning into it. It's that rotted. All functions in this building are force fit. The building has the space it has. It's not going to change. You want to use the building, you can't move walls out. You have to work with the space you have. It's highly inefficient. It's not a seismically secure facility. Next slide. The main electrical system is sound, but it doesn't have electrical distribution. There is an 1100 amp panel downstairs by the pool room. When the YMCA has outages on some of its circuits, they have to go to an 1100 amp panel and flip a breaker to turn off that circuit. Does anyone think that's safe? I have a job for you, but it's not in this country. No? Okay. The HVAC system in the building doesn't exist. There are some components, but there is no system. If we're having a meeting in this room in the winter time and the heaters come on, without this microphone, there is no conversation. Has anyone here experienced that? You have. Has anyone not experienced that? There's one. So there's a lot of maybe I have and maybe I haven't. Okay. There isn't a system in the building. There's a couple of components, but it isn't a heating, ventilation, air conditioning system. And we have seasons. And with having a building with seasons, if it's hot outside, it's hot in here. The roof and air sound, and we think the barn floor elevation changes, as I mentioned earlier, are pretty problematic. Barn 6 is near the end of its life cycle with rotted columns and structural frame failure. Now, in 2013, the association, this is prior to my even living here, the association was told by an architectural review company that was hired by the association to evaluate all its facilities. They came in and they said, Barn 6 is a dead building. Half your poles in the ground are rotted below grade. Why did I say we didn't get our insurance money back for repair when Barn 7 was taken down? Because we didn't maintain a building. And we know since 2013 that building is not structurally sound. That building is not allowed to have occupancy in it. Half the poles in the ground are rotted below grade, and we still have that building. What's our insurance stance? Can we just take the insurance off the building? No. Come on. Who says you can take the insurance off the building now and save money? Raise your hand. No one's raising their hand. Why not? Liability. Liability, yeah. We pay over $100,000 for insurance as the association. We have to carry liability. If we do not carry liability, the entire board has a fiduciary failure and should be sued for not allowing it to happen. But we know that building since 2013 has rotted below ground, and we haven't replaced it. It's the same situation as 7. The rec corridor parking is inadequate. Obviously, the parking lot was the first priority in the 2011 roads plan. Resurface the parking lot in the rec corridor. Additional security upgrades, increasing our camera. We still have some mischief that we could possibly slow down with security cameras. The pool refurbishment, we just got a report. I sent the report out to the entire board. 4 people here, did you get it? You did, we got it. Both pools need complete refurbishment, complete replastering. We thought maybe the adult pool didn't. The adult pool does, and unfortunately, the adult pool has to have ADA compliance. I tried to fight that. That was a losing battle. So the adult pool has to have ADA compliance, so does the main pool. The main pool is not ADA compliant now, neither is the adult pool, and they both require refurbishment. I will post that letter on the server. The board has it. Am I saying anything you don't agree with? Okay. Is the pool owned by the YMCA? No. We own the pool. We have a lease with the YMCA, and they manage the pool, but we're responsible for the infrastructure and the management, its life cycle. They have to do weekly maintenance on it. So, the surface, the pools, the decks, player. Oh, did your mother ever tell you don't run at the pool? Mm-hmm. I'm going to come up to the end of this section. I'm going to have Paul get your questions. The deck is completely cracked around the pool. Does anyone not see that? Is that a tripping hazard?
I don't go to it.
You say, of course. Does anyone think it's not a tripping hazard?
Of course it is.
It's very quiet now. It's interactive. This is a question. It's a liability. So if you're there with your children and you've said these cracks are not safe, and your child, boom, face forward. Are we liable?
Yep.
Yes, we are. Next, please. So, this is the ballot scope now. After going through all of the work, we reduced the scope. We're saying a new community center, 18,000 square feet. Potential tenant use. YMCA, cafe, community hall. Can we have a place without you having space for a jazz concert? No. It's like pulling teeth, okay? No, we can't. Demolish Barn 6, Barn 8, infill the foundations of the buildings that we've taken out of here. Who has kids? Come on. You have grandkids. I have kids. 3 different age-appropriate playground areas. We only have one, toddler. We need age-appropriate places for children to play and for the parents to sit and be able to watch them. Resurface the parking lots, storm drain improvements, and the pool refurbishments, which we are currently working right now. Next. This is what it would look like. You still see the tennis court there with the skate park. That was removed up in the top left. A 1986 first generation laser pointer. It makes me feel like it's set to stun. This has been removed, the skate park. Here's our main pool, the 3 play areas. Here is where we're expecting to put up a new building on the footprint of 7, Barn 7, and the low roof of this building. We need drainage along the backside, and has anyone noticed that it's like a river in here most of the winter? Yeah, it is. We need that area drained. So we're going to rebuild, we're proposing a new area here, and potentially, during programming, put in a rentable space for licensed childcare. And then new parking here. That is the scope. Next. Here's the schedule. So you're looking at proposed project schedule, 2.5 to 3 years, from notice to proceed to surveying and programming, going to design, construction documents, application, construction, second quarter of 2018 to 2019, and then the demolition of barns 6 and 8, but possibly having to slip that because what's impacting it at the Area Z, which I'll show you later. So, let me show you cost. Next. The rec corridor, new 18,000 square foot building. You'll notice in your ballot it says 18,000 to 20,000. That's me hoping to get the use of extra money to bring it up to 20,000 square feet. I'll be honest with you. But the engineers said, sorry, the estimate is for 18,000 square feet. Demo barn 6 and barn 8, separate the pool equipment. Pool equipment is in the back corner of this building. It was rebuilt last year. It cost $64,000. It's top notch. It's in great shape. We knock down this building, we'll have to build that into a little hut of its own, which is not going to be a big challenge. But that's also where that 1200, is it 1200 or 1100 amp panel is. So it's going to get its own little hut. Pool repairs, play area improvements. Total estimated project cost, $5,971,298. That includes the design, the architectural engineering fees, the permits, construction of the job, construction management, project management, sales tax, and there is 15% contingency in there. We've removed from this scope, from the original, 8,000 square feet of a community center. We removed the pool, locker room, and equipment room improvements, the skate park, the pool cover, and the security cameras, and that would have been escalated in 2019 money? 2020, $437,492 of scope that we removed. Come back to you, Paul will come to you in a moment. So, back right over there. I think that's the last slide on this. Okay, so questions on the rec corridor. Paul will come to you, raise your hand.
Try that again. All this gallery here, that's what hand them clear. Can you take a break for a minute? Let some of these people who are standing back here take seats up front.
Come and take some seats up front. Josh, come on, don't be shy back there. Come on, we have some seats. At the end of the day, we're a community. After the election, I'm sure we'll get along much better. This building is